Welcome to another Graz Reviews, and we have Chivalry Medieval Warfare on tap. The game is made by Torn Banner Studios, and if you ever have a bad day and you need something to get you to relax, this hack and slash first person game is just the trick. So the craziness abounds when you go online. This is pretty much a multiplayer game. You can do single player for the tutorial, but after that everything else pretty much rests in multiplayer status. So for the most part, first and foremost, you will notice the beautiful background graphics. This game is very nice to look at, but that's what you're not here to look for. You're here for the competition. You're here for the fray. Well, there are 4 classes. 2 lightweights that are Archer. Another one is Man-at-Arms. Now the Archer, of course, has the bow and arrow and a crossbow. The Man-at-Arms, well, he wields a one-handed weapon and a shield, or whatever you may choose. And like the Archer, he is light armored and moves around pretty quick, and that's pretty much part of his offensive, to move around quick and flail at whatever. The Vanguard is your mid-range kind of guy. He has some armor, and he's kind of slow, but he does have more power than Man-at-Arms and Archer. So he's kind of your middle ground. And Knight, while he's your slow kind of guy, he hits like a tank. So the Knight is not somebody you want to go up against, and yeah, you want to stay away from him or else he'll slaughter you mercilessly. So there's your several classes. There is numerous amount of weapons to go with these guys, so that's the cool part about this, is that as you play as a certain class, you get points and you level up, and you can actually get different skill points toward items and such. So that is the awesome part about that. But the ridiculousness of the bloodiness in this game cannot be overstated. I mean, just simply going in there and the gameplay itself. It depends on the server you go to, first and foremost. Some servers you will get a easier ping than others. You'll get a lower ping. The higher ping ones I would not recommend. This is a game that rests really on timing. You need to right click as soon as possible to block. You need to left click to do an attack, or use your middle mouse button to attack. So any kind of advantage you can get on ping, take it. Go to a lower ping server if possible. So go ahead and check that out. But all in all, it really is a fun game. The gameplay itself is pretty ridiculous with various different modes. You have a free-for-all, which puts you up against pretty much everybody, and that gets down like crazy. You have team objectives where you and your team will go ahead and try to either defend or complete objectives, whether you're trying to capture a tower or kill peasants or defend the peasants, whichever. Plus they have new modes as well, such as capture the flag and dueling and much, much more. So the last 2 were actually modes that were just recently added. So the developer is constantly working with the game, fixing bugs and adding new content. So that is also part of the allure for Chivalry Medieval Warfare. All in all, I would have to give this game a 4 out of 5. Basically, the whole hack and slash part of it is the best. What can I say? After a bad day, this is something you definitely really get into. It's a first-person hack and slash, so you go in with your weapon and you're going to be hacking and slashing. Or if you like to be sniping, you can go ahead with the Archer and use your bow or your crossbow, whichever one you prefer. This game will provide hours of entertainment. Depending upon which server you may go to, you can play for quite some time. This is definitely one of those highly addictive games that'll have you chewing away 3-4 hours without you even knowing it. So if there's one thing you do have to be careful of is time. And that's one of the downsides. And something of the game that I really can't hold against the game is pretty much the server. So yeah, it's something you really have to keep an eye on. If you're not careful, you can get into a bad server, and you will get slaughtered mercilessly. As fourth, you'll probably just quit and go to something better anyway. So for the most part, the game does offer a lot. It offers a lot for relaxation, fun. Graphics are very nice to look at. And that's pretty much it. It's a pretty well-rounded game and quite enjoyable. So that's going to be it for a quick Graz Reviews on Chivalry Medieval Warfare. A 4 out of 5 is a pretty good rating, I feel, for the game. If you would like to leave any comments or questions, please leave them down below in the comment area. I'd love to hear from you. Have yourselves a wonderful day, and if not, then just simply fake it, because it'll be over before you know it. I'll see you again next time.
have a wonderful day. And if not, then just simply fake it.